The sport of football is great on so many levels. First of all, it's uniquely American. It's the one sport that we have created, and it's remained our game. And I think because of that, it's one of these sports that we've embraced over the years in times of crisis. You look back to 1963 after the assassination of President Kennedy. The Army-Navy game that year had been canceled, and the Kennedy family said, no, you have to play that because it's so important to the nation. And it was. So I think that's a great illustration of the significance. It's woven into the fabric of our culture as Americans. For me, the game of football was transformation. I was raised by a single mother. I wasn't going to college unless somebody else was going to pay for it. And I'm comfortable saying I'm not so sure I would have gotten into Yale unless I was invited to come there and play football. I was fortunate enough to be inducted into Yale's version of the Hall of Fame a few years ago. And what I said at the time was this, and this was how significant, how important the game of football was to me. I said I arrived on campus as a freshman with literally everything I owned in a single duffel bag. I left 4 years later because of football and Yale University with everything I'd need for the rest of my life. So for me, I point to the game of football. I'm an apostle for it. I say the values of the game of football are something that you can't find, at least in my opinion, anyplace else. We talk often about the values of the game of football, and sometimes people look at it who haven't played the game, who don't know the game, and they look at us a bit askance. But the reality is, if you've played the game, if you have a family member who's played the game, a close friend who played the game, you've seen these values play out in real life. You know, it's easy to learn how to win. It's something we need to learn how. You learn how hard work and devotion, competition, sportsmanship, that's all important for us to learn. It's also important for us to learn how to lose. Not that we want to lose often in our lives, but you need to learn what you do after you lose. And anybody who's played the game of football knows you lost on one play, there's always going to be another snap. You lost on the game, there's going to be a next game. If you've lost the last game of the season, there's another season that you can prepare for. So I've always believed that the values that you can glean from the game of football are invaluable for your development as a person.